Hello, Joe. How are you doing? I had to reinstall OBS a couple of times, so I'm just making sure shit's okay. I'm also like never streamed this game either, so I'm not entirely sure how it's gonna go. Apparently, it's in my bitrate's too high. I don't know how. I guess we'll see, right? We'll see how it goes. Let me just close this. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want everything to minimize. What the fuck? Besides menuing. Okay. Let's see how this like feels. Yeah, I mean, I could probably talk about differences for a bit just while I fix things. So the main difference between the two, I'd say, like if you were gonna pick something, is this game allows you to go out of bounds more freely. You can go out of bounds by saving and then loading another save, or if you've not got one in another cell, because you need to get loading screen basically. But you can go to the main menu and do the same thing. You can go through the wall if you have enough speed. So that's the main difference. Like in remastered, we can go out of bounds, but it's very rare and specific, and it's always consistent. This game, you kind of just either get through a wall or you don't. There's only really one clip that has a timing to it, and that's this one at the goblin door. It has load warping, so I mean it's like really easy in this game compared to other ones. You just press the interact key in the menu at the same time, and then you load another save. I don't know if this will work. We'll see. Did okay. Yeah, and then I have the pop-up from being in the tutorial because I loaded the tutorial save. That means that you can save a lot of time. We also use it to transfer XYZ coordinates and chairs. That's how this game deals with like vertical stuff. Is I think it's because when you're sitting in a chair, it kind of is the same thing as like if you're sitting on a horse. It treats it like you're raised up a little bit. And for any percent, obviously the run's shorter. There's a lot more luck involved in this run than remastered, I'd say. Like remastered is very hard to get a good time, but not because of like anything luck based. It's just that it has a little bit more skill to it, like permakey. Permakey, I will show how permakey is in this game versus remastered. It is this, which is just any save will do, and that's it. That is all you have to do for permakey in this game. So the trade-off is that at this door, it's probably the hardest clip in terms of like what you actually have to do. It's got a little bit of a tough time into it. But yeah, that's all you have to do. So I am going to restart the game now. I don't. You're allowed to have permakey active. This is kind of the same principle for rules. If you then do the action as if you were doing it, but you don't use permakey in any percent, so I'm just going to get rid of it. You don't need it in any percent, whereas for us it actually made like quite a big difference. So my title says minimal resets. I'm not gonna care too much if the run's not good, because the one thing about this run, it's not really the most interesting thing to watch if you're resetting every 2 seconds. So the idea of streaming it is just to do more of them, you know. So unless I like can't get through the first clip, we'll just keep going. Not expecting to PB or anything, but I kind of want to use this to actually get more like full attempts in. Oh god. Okay. I had so much speed there. Okay, I got through. Permakey works exactly the same in both games. The only difference is how you get it. Obviously in Remastered it's like a... I don't want to say it's exactly frame perfect, because I don't think it is. It's certainly close to it. Oh, okay. I don't know why I've been having so much trouble with this load warp in particular. Well, I'm not too far out. I think I'm fine. Okay. So how you get them, basically, is the difference. I think it's almost frame perfect in Remaster. It has to be. Oh god, what the hell? What is going on with my keyboard? Jesus Christ. Alright. Definitely behind. I'm not really too sure about ticks. Like, okay, I actually did. I'm gonna reset that because I for some reason thought that wasn't gonna work. I thought it was way too early. The timing. It's like a slight delay on the door audio for me for some reason. The only thing that I can think of is this game is even more dependent on the frames. That's why it has to be capped to 60. If you were playing this on 120 FPS, even your base walking speed would be increased. So that's why it's capped. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're on French. I mean, I don't really think it's that crucial that I'm on French for this. I mean, it's just the 10 frames or whatever. But you know. Okay, hello dogs. They don't like the French, I don't think. I'm having a lot of trouble with this door today. I'm gonna try and go for the fast load again. So, I think I'm just gonna reset this one. An interesting thing about this clip, on the quick fade, it's actually a more forgiving timing. It's just a little bit hard to do it really fast. The loading screen is actually almost 1 frame, but only on 1.2. On 1.0, there's a massive window. You can basically press it right as the loading screen fills, and you'll pretty much always get it. But we're on 1.2 because the transitions are a little bit faster. But most of the other categories, I'm pretty sure, are on 1.0 because of arrow duping. Pretty sure that's why, anyway. Okay. Sometimes the cursor in this game does some really weird things. right? Yeah, so obviously in this game, the differences that you have in Remastered are separated by the origin, or separated by gender, so that's why we're male Redguards. I believe they're slightly faster. And obviously we're Redguard for Adrenaline Rush, as per usual, because it gives a speed boost. Been like a lot slower at this first bit recently. It also hasn't bound Flare properly for some reason. Gotta warm up a little bit, so we'll just take anything that gets here. That was close. Sometimes the quick save being a little bit too early also. I'm gonna go for the quick loads again, I think. I used to be a bit better though on the screen, but I don't think I'm that good at it anymore. I'm in a lot of trouble with this one today. It's like really dependent on the day. Sometimes I get that first try every single time, and then other times it's just really tough. A little bit like Permakey that way in Remastered. Okay. I've said before, but if you move the mouse when you're trying to do keyboard menuing, it just doesn't let you. So that's what happened there. Probably just gonna restart the game. I've definitely noticed that this game's more prone to like chugging if you try and load it over and over again. It's an old game, obviously. But yeah, so currently I have a 236. I'm not really expecting to get anything less than that right now, but the overarching goal is below 230, but I think that's going to take a while, so like any PB would be nice, even if it's by a second. Okay. I don't know why you won't let me click on the thing here. That probably didn't bind it right, but it's fine. Okay. Sometimes it's just like a little bit about not being too fast, but still managing to do it efficiently. Normally it takes like quite a bit of warming up. For me anyway. Whoa. 6.8 is not the best, but it's fine. Okay. Yeah, it definitely has issues getting capture. I probably should be waiting like a second between loads. That was terrible, by the way, holy shit. Really, this door's being a bastard today. There we go. That was terrible. That was also terrible. Yeah, we're gonna land slightly further away, that sucks. The reason we look down there is because there's a pop-up for the goblin, but you can skip it by looking down. But sometimes you're a little bit too early with the positioning on it. You'll kind of go in a weird direction. Terrible time here, but it's fine. Practice and all that. I love that whenever I start stream, that's when the dogs decide to start barking and shit. It's ridiculous. It's like they know. So we're gonna push Boris here. We want him in like a specific spot because we're basically gonna teleport these guys.
Lucine.
We wait for Boris to do his little movement there, and then we're gonna do the load warp. He does follow you through the door to try and give you the torch, so that's why we're being like really quick about it. This clip is a little bit inconsistent. Yep, that's exactly what I expected to happen. Normally I would just reset if that happens, but we're not gonna do that. You can spam the shit out of quick save, and sometimes it'll help you get through. It kind of lags the game a little bit. This one is quite bad as well, to be honest. This is more about okay, I think I think that's it for that one. We've got another one that's kind of like it doesn't matter how you set it up coming up, and I just don't want to sit there for ages. That one's based on how much speed you get when you clip. Alright, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. Let the game be picked up by OBS again. Like, I can kind of see like a little stutter that it does sometimes. Yeah, I wasn't convinced that was going to get through. I think this one's way more angle determined than ours. It's kind of hard to get right. Alright, it's not bound to spell properly, but that's okay. It putting me on the staircase is kind of annoying, but whatever. We have been getting through this one consistently though, at least. Yeah, the stool is for this load warp through here, and it puts us on the roof. Oh. Damn. I really fumbled that, holy shit. We're trying to basically do the load warp before the pop-up comes up for that one. But it's actually a little bit hard to do, like... Even if you line yourself up to be in time, like, sometimes the game just doesn't register your inputs. So yeah, we do it here as well, and this is for the sewer. You'll see it. I'll probably just play this one out. I swear that's such a footery one, that one as well. So we're gonna have to equip Flare when we go through here. It's not the worst time loss ever. For some reason, sometimes the game just like doesn't bind it correctly. I don't know why. Oops. If you're wondering why the camera like zooms in really fast, it's because I'm scrolling my mouse when we go on a stool. Yeah. It just it skips the sitting down animation. Okay, that was bad.
Lucine.
Same with dialogue, obviously. Okay. That was terrible, holy shit. It's fine. You know, like, I would stream and do like attempts where I'm like trying to really go for the best time ever, but then I would just be resetting every 2 seconds and that would be so boring to watch. So the way I look at it is like, we'll just try and do as many as possible and maybe we'll get on a good run. Of course, I'll shut up if it's not a good run. This is terrible, so I'm not really too concerned what happens here. Yep, that's what I expected. Oh my god, they really? If this one doesn't get out, I probably will just reset. That's not getting through, yeah. That's not getting to the sewer grate at all, definitely not. Yeah, you need that one to go a little bit further than that. I can jump, but I always forget to. Sometimes you clip with enough speed that you can just get straight there. But yeah, the stool is equally as important, I'd say, you know, it's just for a different skip. The one good thing, I mean, the run's short, it's like, whatever. I like the French voice lines a lot. Oh, okay, I don't know. My hands were out of position there. Sometimes the cursor just does not want to track properly, it's really weird. Okay. Stop being silly, game. Let me equip my shit. Please. Yep, that's about right, yep. So sometimes you just don't go through. Wow, that's really bad. Whatever. It has not bound the spell properly again. Okay. I probably will reset it if I don't get through that one, just because it's kind of annoying. But anything past that one I'll take. Yeah, the French voice lines are great. It's such a shame they didn't include them for remastered. I think my best at this like whole segment is like a 6.1, which is really hard to do that whole bit in the cell optimally. That was close. I just was a little bit too late. Second try is okay though. So we just pull back, and then that just puts us to the center on cell plane there. It's just a little bit weird that they have the text change, but not the voices. Like, I get that they probably didn't want to hire a bunch of like international voice actors, but surely the international voice actors would have liked something. The international fans, sorry, would have liked some voices. Oh my god, really? Wow, that's terrible. That load warp just did not want to work. Oh my. Okay. Okay. I have lost my ability to load warp, apparently. Right, okay, let me... So how is the quality, Joe? How is the stuff? Like, what's the verdict? Because like I said, I reset a bunch of stuff. I can turn down certain things as well. But if it looks okay, that's fine. I did not want to minimize things, you piece of shit. I did hear about Fallout. It's pretty decent, I'll take that. I'm not expecting it to be great because I swear to God, like I've fucked about with a million things. I don't know how you get certain things to be perfect. Like I just don't have that knowledge. I probably need to bug someone who streams more often for that. Yeah. I mean, I could probably just leave it a little bit longer to load the game. Like, I could set this to capture my my desktop, but I worry about that having weird tearing issues. But yeah, I did hear about Fallout. Did hear about that. That's cringe. Okay, that was lucky. Yeah, I knew it was going to put me on the stairs. I like fucking shot out of there. Yeah, I mean, I think the decisions have been a little bit confusing, but you know, it's one of those things where like no one actually knows what's going on, not really, and it's very easy to like have strong opinions on fucking headlines that are designed to get people's attentions. You know, like I do feel like people should just wait on a lot of these things, especially if it's related to a game. I think the problem is there's a lot of shitty things games companies are doing, have done recently. Very difficult for people to see any positive. Like, if Sony gets a new CEO tomorrow, it's not going to save them in terms of reputation. At least not right away. That was pretty good, but I don't think I'm going to get through. Yeah, I was angled to the right, I think. But that was a pretty good execution on it though. Yeah, I need to be turning more to the left if I'm going to be saving now. I think the bones have put me in a bad spot there. Yeah. Sucks. Making a lot of wild decisions lately, that's for sure. Oh my god, what the hell is going on? Please. Just let me hotkey my stuff. Oh. Come on, man. Alright, we'll just restart just to be sure. Yeah, I'd agree with that. But I just think they're like not really doing much of note that's very good. Like, I actually can't think of like a really decent press thing they've had, to be honest. I don't know why that happens sometimes. It's like I'm clicking too fast or something. The fuck? I'm too far. That's annoying. I find it really weird when like the people who normally slam corporations come out in like weird defense of them. So it's really odd to me. Like, they'll spend the whole time talking about how they hate like big tech, but the moment there's something like this, it's like, okay, then we'll just come out in defense of it. Like, I don't understand. Oh wait, yes I do. They're just not consistent in any way, shape, or form. I like Sony too. I mean, like, in terms of... they've made, like, a lot of good stuff. And I don't mind their platform either, it's just... really... they're just not doing a very good job of, like, being consumer-friendly at all. And even if you could argue that some of their decisions are necessary, they're not marketing it well at all. And they need to fire whoever's doing their, like, PR or whatever.
Lucy.
My god, game, seriously? You're wondering, by the way, when we load warp, the direction we're facing is based on the direction we were facing in the previous save, so that's how I know we can instantly go through the door after Boris, because we're basically right in front of it. Hello, game. And we are being risky, you know, like, you don't have to do these clips instantly like this, you can wait, and you will increase your chance. I don't think that's going far enough. Yeah. It's fine, it wasn't on, like, a good run or anything. It wasn't terrible, I think that was, like, 1 second ahead of, PB. Yeah, I think this up to 30 is going to be quite hard because we have to get like a really, really good start, but we also have to have like good luck as well. We have to have the end go really well. And it's usually hard to get both to happen at once. Let me just wait. But yeah, it's a shame because like I like a lot of other stuff too. I mean, I'm not like I'm not someone who really like bums up companies. There are companies that I tend to favor more than others, but I don't really have like a strong stance on any of them really. I think they all have their issues. Like I love Nintendo games, but don't get me started on them in terms of like their PR. Okay, that was bad. Sometimes my mouse goes really, really fast, and other times it just doesn't. It's really weird. Probably, yeah. I mean, it's a pretty low bar, to be honest. They're all a little bit bamboozled by like the people who are like. I don't think there's a problem with arguing in favor of digital. I think that's fine. But the people who are arguing in favor sound like complete twats, in my opinion. They're not exactly making good arguments for it. Oh, that was almost first try, I think. I've been getting second quite a lot. Yeah, that was pretty good. '29's okay. If I do go quiet, by the way, Joe, it's just because I'm concentrating. I will read after. Oh my god, I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling the chat by accident. No. I need to turn that setting off. Okay, I'm not going to be able to read until after this one. I have to turn that Windows setting off. Didn't occur to me that was going to be a problem. Ah, that sucks. I'll probably just reset there. Okay, I'm gonna read. That was actually quite a good time, by the way. Like that was about 5 seconds ahead. Right, let me fix this because I don't want it to scroll. I don't want it to. Yeah, don't scroll in active windows when I hover over them. That's so stupid as a setting. Like I don't know why anyone would have that on. But yeah, that was actually quite good. So that means I think usually like at the best I've probably got on a run that was good was a 28 at the door. So I think that would put me at 143 at that clip. So that's what like, well that is 5 seconds, but it'd be more like 6. It'd be more like 6 seconds. And we technically need 7, but I mean you can always save time in like such little areas that it's hard to say what your actual exit time is going to be until you get to the end of the sewer. I do have a split now for it. I need to remember to split if we do get there. I don't think I'm going to beat my last Dragonfire's time even if I get through first try, because the pop-up that I got there was so fast. Like, it was faster than any pop-up I've seen anyone get. It was like the moment I clicked it, it fucking showed up. So yeah, it's like 7. But yeah, if I stop talking, it's because it's a good run and I want to concentrate, and there's not really a lot of time to. Well, it's very easy to lose time. there's such little time to breathe in this one. That's one of the reasons why I would probably do no out of bounds after, because it's like 20 minutes, I think. Hello, Prince. Welcome in. About to see get stuck on wall %. I don't think that's going to get through. I think my angling was a bit strange, but we'll see. Yeah, didn't think so. That one is definitely way more sensitive to where you place your character. Kind of want to be in like a very specific spot. Which apparently I'm not doing right now. I could also just be getting genuinely unlucky, there's always that. Okay. Yeah, we were talking about Sony and Xbox and stuff. Okay. All right, we're just gonna restart the game now. I do have to restart the game quite a bit with this one because if you do too many loads, this game really doesn't like it. It just causes a lot of problems. Yeah, I didn't finish my thought on the digital thing. I think I was just going to say that, like, people who are arguing in favor of it are not really making good arguments, but you can make good arguments in favor of it. It's just really weird that a lot of people who do argue in favor of it seem to only be able to do it at the expense of putting down people who like physical and not getting the point about ownership. I mean, that's the main thing I care about. I don't care if we move entirely to digital. It's just really scared of the prospect of companies just deciding to take your shit away. Well, I mean, they have done that. Sony has done that before. So it's not like it's out of the realms of possibility. I also don't think that Sony is making the best argument either for it. I feel like they could make like a lot stronger arguments for it if they wanted to, just choosing not to. But I mean, it's the same with like Steam. Like I feel like we shouldn't be we shouldn't just assume this Steam's always going to be the same way either. You know, like the fact of the matter is, Steam is only the way it is because there's not many alternatives that are like competitive. But Steam could just as easily suddenly start doing really anti-consumer stuff as well. Just requires 1 or 2 restructurings, and then suddenly you've got fucking like, oh, you know, the game's like, I don't know, 10 years old, we'll just take it out of your library or something, you know. So you should definitely own what you buy, even if it's digital. They used to, I think you can still do it, but it used to be like a more present feature on Steam where you could like view your product key and you could take a copy of it. Obviously that's not really a thing anymore. I don't think it'll happen anytime soon. I just, it's hard to say what the industry's gonna look like, because we're kind of just like at the start of it. I hope it doesn't change ever. The one advantage that we have on PC over console is that we have other options. You know, that's the thing, is like people don't get it, is that it's about the options you have. Like, you can get stuff through other means on PC. I'm not even necessarily talking about like pirating. I just mean like there's always usually other places you can go to. Okay, that sucks. I mean, yeah, I hope they do too. So, of course, definitely got strong opinions on the ESA anyway, that's for sure. The fuck? I went a little bit too far out there. For that one, you actually don't want to clip with like a lot of speed. I would keep going with this one as well, but I feel like I just lose too much time if I try to go through that second time. I want to like at minimum get to the goblin door like 20 seconds, 19 seconds. That's usually enough to get like a decent time on the load warp, the first load warp door. Edge's good. I like their offline installers. I do wish that was the norm. Like, I understand that there are certain games why they are not that way, but I still feel like there should be something, like even if it's like an in the middle option. Like, I've always said that DRM makes sense, but that doesn't mean it's good. Doesn't mean it's a good thing. That sucks. Sometimes my mouse just like completely dies a death. I don't know why. In game, that is. Okay. You're being slightly irritating, game. Please stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop. Come on, let me do that. It feels like sometimes the game loses its cursor focus or something, and that's why it's been weird. Oh my god, please. Please! I just want to use Adrenaline Rush game, that's all I want to do. Let me go fast. Okay. It's about 10 frames faster. French is, that is. It's not like a huge time save, but it is something. Specifically with the Emperor's dialogue, it's a little bit faster. It might have more differences in longer categories, I can't remember, but I know that a lot of the categories run on French, so I've just figured I'd run this on it. Please get rid of that if you can, Joe. We can fucking stupid bots, man, honestly. Whoa, what the fuck happened there? That was so slow. Oh well, at least we didn't void indefinitely. Ah, that sucks. Oh my god, really? Really? I was excited that I got it first try and then I just completely fucked up the load warp after. I don't know how none of those didn't count as it. Yeah, of course, it's like my first stream in like a wee while, and it's like, okay, we're just gonna summon the bots. It's right, normally the auto mod catches it. Normally the auto mod catches those ones, but it didn't this time. Yeah, I remember looking at the mobile one before when I was in someone else's stream. It's a little bit weird on mobile, to be honest. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, that was like my first try at that door today, and immediately fuck up the next bar, but it's fine. There will be another opportunity, I'm sure. Not with this though, that's terrible. Yeah, I still want it to be a run that's decent-ish. Like, if it's on pace, I'll take it. If it's slightly behind, but not like disastrously behind, I'll take it. But the more that this goes on, I may just start to take them. I just don't like want to waste my time getting stuck in front of a wall. It's probably faster to restart in that case. Like, the run is so short. Okay, what the fuck just happened there, man? Well, that's slow as fuck. It's probably not gonna get through anyway. Oh, never mind. Now we're voided, okay. We are voided. I don't think I got enough distance there at all. Really? Okay. I think that was my quick save. I quick saved a little bit too quickly. Yeah, I mean, I don't like gachas at all. Like, they can be perfectly good games in the sense that they have good mechanics, but you're not going to convince me that they're not massively predatory. But then, but I mean, again, like, it is a different, or at least I've heard, it's a different, like, perspective on, like, microtransactions over there. You know, I think they're a little bit more okay with them than we are. Right, that was fucking weird. What is going on? Ah! Mouse has been weird. Holy shit, please stop doing that. I just know that, like... Fucking hell, what the fuck? I just know that, like, from what I've heard, like, a lot of them, like, in, like, sort of China, Japan, and all that, the perspective is kind of more like... If you have sort of like money to pay for stuff, then you should be able to use it, which does make sense. Like, I don't really have an issue with the concept of being able to buy stuff in a game. It's more just the way they're designed like a casino that's the problem. And I don't think anyone would really care if it was just all like DLC that you could buy. I don't think anyone would have a problem with that. It's the like casino like stuff. And by the way, there is nothing wrong with using casino-like tactics to keep people invested. It's when those tactics are used to actually get real money out of people. There are a lot of games out there that use the sort of incentives that casinos use, but they don't necessarily get you to pay real money. You know, you can use the hooks and stuff like that to keep people playing, but getting people to then cough up their own money, I think, is wrong. It definitely is exploitative. Because it's not always like just people who can afford it. Like, sometimes people genuinely do have a gambling addiction or something, or they're more prone to impulsive spending. God. I have an awkward landing there. Holy shit, man. The thing is, if you care about skins though, then it is still pay to win for you. Wow, I totally fucking missed that out. My FPS days are definitely gone. Oh god. Okay, that was terrible. That like whole interaction was terrible. I think it's just hard to make a game like that, even if it's free to play, where you're not in some way exploiting some people. But I mean, it's a hard one. Like, obviously, like, value is ultimately up to you. If you get value from whatever it is, then that's all that really matters. But
Lucy.
yeah, that sucks. My load warping is not the best. Yeah, this is pretty rubbish now, but we'll keep going. Really? Get out of the way, gun. Oh shit. Oh, really? I've never had that happen before. That's not a mistake I've made before. Alright, well this is terrible, but we're just gonna take it to the temple because we might as well at this point. Even though it's like massively behind. See, imagine that was on a good run. First try. I'm probably gonna crash now because of the loads. Are you serious? Hello? Holy fuck, man. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. When at the end of the game, all the doors are switched out with other doors. When the game's in like the Dagon invasion state, and for some reason in the Temple of the One, they left the door in the floor, like accessible, because I assume that for all the other doors, they're probably like really, really far under the floor where you can't get to them. But for some reason, they left that one like poking out, so you can access it, and it takes you right to the end of the game. Kind of a similar thing to how like merchant chests are usually placed like really far out of the player's reach. But obviously in this game, I mean, you can access a lot of things if you cut through the wall, you know. Well, I don't think bender chests are really used that much in this game for much of anything. They are in other games. Yeah, in this game, to get to it, it is just a wall clip, and it's a really inconsistent one. Like, that was first try, that was lucky. It doesn't matter how you set that one up, it's just you either get through or you don't, and sometimes you're sitting there for ages. Alright, it's not bound fire, but that's okay. We're not gonna lose sleep over it. Yeah, we're clipping into the temple. We're basically clipping through the first door. And because the inside of the temple is basically like a hollowed out space. Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay, what is this game doing, man? What is it doing? I can assure you I didn't press M1 there at all after that. Oh my god, dude, please. Please. Okay. Yeah, we clip into the temple, and it's on the top of the temple as well. It's you just fall right through it, but obviously we can't get on top of it. I definitely made that clip look way easier than it actually is. Most of the time you get stuck. I mean, I do think that the way I set it up is more consistent. I think angles do matter sometimes, but I don't think there's like a science to it. It's not like if I do that next time, I'm definitely going to get first try. That's why I'm not expecting to PB by much anytime soon. That was really bad. Oh my god. I'm having trouble with like controlling my character today for some reason. But yeah, the reason we crashed there, I mean it happens sometimes anyway, but I feel like what increases the chances of you crashing there is if you load too many times. It definitely happens a lot less often on attempts where you don't spend much time loading, like you get through everything first try. Usually I don't crash at the end at all. you know, we at least got a run to the last door, even if it crashed afterwards. Okay, that's annoying. But yeah, my last run was really lucky. So I need like... I need to leave the... Oh my god. Oops. I need to leave the sewer with a really good time to make up for it. So I don't think I'm going to get that lucky that time. This, like, next time around, there's just no way. I really do hate the start in the cell. It's so fidgety sometimes. Okay. And sometimes it just, like, doesn't cooperate. Keyboard menuing's a little bit more reliable in remaster, and that's like the only thing that makes like that whole section a little bit nicer. Keyboard menuing in this game is really junk. I keep almost getting the first try on this clip. Almost getting it. Like you can kind of see it when you're almost through. Oh my god, dude, please. Let me through. I actually can't remember what it's called now. I was selling them anyway. That was okay menu, and my mouse was a little bit weird at the end. That one's really hard to do fast, that one where you save and then load warp. Very easy for the game to just like not accept your input.
Lucy.
You have to wait a little bit with that dialogue, so you always usually hear the first bit of it. Because if you try to skip the dialogue with the scroll wheel early, it will just basically just freak out. Oh my god, really? I lost all momentum there for some reason.
Arrêtez. Je n'aime pas ça.
I think that's okay. Yeah. That's more like it. Even though this is still not going to be a great exit time. So yeah, I kind of set it up looking at the ground, but we're probably not going to get as lucky. Okay, I mean, 2 tries is still okay. Maybe the way I set it up does have more of a chance. I don't fucking know, man. It works for me, so I do it. I don't claim to understand why things happen the way they do. What the fuck? Okay, well, it's definitely not going to PB, but we can finish one at least.
nous arrivons trop...
Jesus Christ, man, how long do you want to take to talk to me?
Je fais...
I mean, the 241 is okay for that like kind of rubbish start. Like, you know, it's not too bad. And yeah, obviously I have a simpler life split this way for this game just because honestly it doesn't really need it. But I am splitting for the sewers. So I can say what my my times are. So my sewer exit time on my last run, which was 2:36, was 2:06.999. So we're looking at for the sub to 2:30. We're looking for at the absolute minimum a 1:59. Now, obviously, it could happen on something higher than that because you know you can get more lucky, but obviously anything below it has a chance to PB. I'm probably going to lose some time on the final split because like right there I didn't get the like super fast pop up on him, and I don't think there is a way to make it consistent. I think it's just whatever the game is feeling like, to be honest. I mean, it was still okay for what it was. I think we were like 4 seconds behind or 5 seconds behind anyway, so like sometimes with this run you can have a run that like doesn't seem like it's going to do anything, and then you just get like tons of good luck towards the end, and then that's what does it. It's just because of the way the run is. We're ideally looking for 1 minute or 59 on the load warp where you save in front of it. That would be a decent paced run. Okay, that was bad. I really wish this like hawking thing wasn't so obnoxious at times. Sometimes it like literally doesn't let me move my mouse. But yeah, OBS has been a nightmare with this game, like just in general it's just not been great. I hate this first clip sometimes as well. Just like on the day, this clip can be just as bad as the final one. Even though it's not that hard. Okay, I'm invited. Yes. I don't know how long I'll stream for. I'll probably do like another hour or so. The point of streaming is just to try and get more full attempts out. Wow, dude. Wow, thank you for reading my input. That was so cool of you, game. Okay, never mind, doesn't matter. Boss rush. Well, what specifically are we talking about? What specifically are we talking about? That will very much change my answer. I mean, like in the Elden Ring, like I like I'm trying to think like what a good one is that I like. I don't hate in this story. but like hating a race or like a rush or something. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it, Prince. Thanks for stopping by. So I don't think I'll shoot for too much longer, like probably like an hour, maybe a bit less, but I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, I guess if we're talking like something that's really, really irritating in like a rush or race issue, like there's quite a lot, to be honest, but I think honestly fucking Leonine Misbegotten in Elden Ring is not that hard of a boss, but in races or stuff like that, especially if it's randomizer, that thing can just nuke your health bar and it's so annoying to deal with. In terms of stalling, again, just using Elden Ring as an example because it's the best one for like the format. Knight's Cavalry, again, really easy boss. Super fucking annoying if you're trying to like race or do something because it just hops around everywhere. I wish this game had bosses so that I could use this as an example, but this isn't really, like, unless you're counting like Mankar Cameron as a boss. And well, you know how I feel about him. Play game, seriously? Why? Okay. I think like a staller boss in Elden Ring that's really annoying. Loretta sometimes can be like that in Elden Ring, like whenever we've had her in like a race or whatever, she's can be really annoying sometimes with a stall, like just like casting spells and not giving any openings. Suppose in the same vein, like, oh my god, I just like quit. Oops. I hate how close those two buttons are to each other. I didn't want that attempt anyway. '29's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. That's annoying.
Les signes.
Really game. Ah, that's unfortunate. That would have actually been quite good if I'd got out there. That would have been quite good. But there's kind of no point reeling there. Title? What do you mean? Sorry, I was like stopping to concentrate for that one because it was pretty good. It was pretty decent until the very end there. But 153 there is pretty good. For me anyway. That had the potential for like, I want to say like a 3-4 second like last exit, but I mean it's very hard to get the last clip to pan out exactly how you want it to. The end of the run is kind of like winning the lottery. You're already on good pace. Oh my god, dude, really? Oh my god, okay. Getting so unlucky with that. So unlucky. I don't think I've managed to do the skip, the pop-up skip yet. It does save like a second or so. It is easier doing like streaming this anyway, like it's a little bit rough if you're doing this completely on your own. Really? Oh, that was terrible. I landed on the stairs, it's annoying. Can loot the goblin, please. Holy shit. Okay. That was unfortunate. was a weird star. The fuck? Oh, that's... See, I wouldn't reset as much here, but it feels bad getting like a really shit start here. Kind of throws me off. I'm happy to keep going past the goblin door usually, but it just becomes like a little bit. Okay, I think I'm in the void. And that time I have no choice. Strange that it's possible to go like actually really far out there sometimes. I still haven't gotten a really good... I haven't gotten a really good time here yet. I feel like I've always kind of slightly messed it up. I mean, that's okay. It's still not quite like... it's not bound flare, that's fine. It's fine. Just need to remember. There we go, that's more like it. That wasn't the best, but nice to finally get that. Oh, I got really unlucky there. So I got a 27 there. I think that's maybe the best I've got. Can't say for sure. Obviously, I kind of messed up like on the stool there. Probably like a 58 maybe is doable for me if I didn't make any mistakes. Whoa, there's a lag warp. Yeah, every so often the game like shits itself and you get shot forward.
Non. Il... Les signes.
Ah, okay. Okay. Man, these load warps are killing me today. It's not normally what the problem is. I want to see more 27s, 28s, or whatever. Like that is a good pace to be on coming out of there. Because I think my last run was 32. So that's 27 is like roughly 5 seconds. So then it's just like pull together for another second or so before you leave. And as long as you get lucky at the end. I think I will just, after the sub 230, I think I will just try for a wrist iron launch run. I don't think I'll try and work it down like more or anything. I mean, Record uses it, so I don't know if I've showed wrist iron launch I can if you want to see it. I mean, it'll probably take a while to get, but what the fuck just happened? Alright, I don't know what I'm doing. I wanted to, yeah, so, I'll try and... It's probably gonna take me a while to show. I'll probably... We'll just, we'll make a save when we go through here. So, what record uses is if you drop these two together, sometimes, if you're lucky, I don't think that's gonna go far enough. If you're lucky, you get launched all the way to the goblin door. And it saves like 5 seconds, but I don't want to do it like right now, obviously, because I've got plenty of like time to improve. I didn't get far enough. You can tell when you're gonna get it. It's very obvious. So I'd be resetting here a bunch when I use it, but I usually have it by now. I feel like I actually do get lucky with this one, but I'm not getting lucky now that I want to show it, of course. Come on, you. Send me flying, you know you want to. You know you want to. So it's not even giving me like a partial boost anymore, man. Sometimes the menu when you're dropping stuff is really weird. Come on. This is why I'm not doing it right now. Because there'd be no point. That might be okay. Nah. Nah, it needs to be like a little bit more than that in terms of momentum. Like, you can usually tell if you're gonna go far enough. Yeah, you can take off your own shackles, it's crazy. But this is why it is like really reset heavy, because you probably just get through and be doing this a lot, but I think after I get the sub 230, I'm happy to put myself through it. That looks good. That looks really good. Yeah, there we go. So we're like right here. Just kind of like first cast Ghostly Touch. Saves about 5 seconds. Very rare, very hard. I will just restart after that. But for now, we're not worried about it. We're just, we've still got plenty of time to save. I mean, technically I could save even more time. I'm pretty sure Desmond got 220 without it. But that was on like a crazy good run. Execution-wise, unlock. So, I don't really see that happening for me. But Record does use it, and I'm not necessarily gonna go for Record at any point. I don't think I'm good enough yet, but I just thought to myself, like, I'll get sub 230 and then I'll worry about it. But I don't think anyone else has even bothered. Yes, what is the odd question? Probably. This game is very weird with different hardware and different like software. It's one of the things that's made it a little bit harder for me. It's like just finding like the right tools to cap frame rate, the right like settings and stuff. It's just and I'm positive that I get like more weird freezes than some people, and I wonder if that's because of my because I have an AMD card. I don't think I had the thing I'm talking about. I need it needed to happen for me to find out, but I don't think I had that on my Nvidia card. Really? That sucks. I almost didn't jump there, that would have been bad. They were in a weird spot and it threw me off, that's why I missed there. I was confused why they were still fighting the guy. I don't think I've ever seen that before. It's normally dead.
Les signes.
Okay, I thought for a second there I soft locked the game, that's why I stopped briefly. Kinda like fucked her. Yeah, okay. Okay. That's fine. We fucked the type save we had there anyway. With that missing of the fireball. Yeah, I mean, I think going for AMD is fine. I think they're pretty good. This is the first time I've had an AMD card in a while, and it's good. It's just that there's like certain things that I don't like about the software for it. Oh yeah, I mean, Linux is great. It's just that unfortunately a lot of things just for me don't work as well. I used to joke it. Just not so much anymore. I was forced to upgrade to Windows 11 recently because the drivers for AMD, like, they don't, I don't know if it's they don't work with Windows 10 or if it's that Windows 10 doesn't have an update anymore that was on, so I moved to the dreaded Windows 11. Certainly an operating system of all time, that's not going to get through. I'm too close. Yeah. Yeah, that he did. I was able to stay on it for a while without any problems, but I knew it would happen eventually. It is what it is. That was terrible. I had security updates, but there's some things that are okay about Windows 11 that are a little bit better, but there's other things that I think are like bafflingly stupid. Kind of the exact same pace as last time, I think. That sucks. That really sucks, man. I hate when it eats my fucking interact input there, it's so annoying. Oh well. We'll keep going. I don't know why it's doing that, it's weird.
Les signes.
Yeah, man, I'm really getting unlucky with this clip. I am really getting unlucky with this clip. I don't mind Copilot so much, but it is... I mean, there's a lot of things about the OS that are just like really unnecessary. I don't really like that there's a lot of things that... I mean, it's better than when I first tried it. The first release of Windows 11 didn't let you uninstall Teams unless you did it through PowerShell. At least now you can remove it. And it's like similar things like that. But yeah, it still has like fuck tons of bugs. Although this is a problem with Windows OSs, and has been for a while. They just have a lot of like unnecessary shit, and what I hate is that they spend so much time at OS install being like, this is your operating system, you can do whatever you want with it, but they don't give you like very many options to get rid of shit. Like, they should be letting you choose what you're going to install on your machine. Like, sure, keep the basic shit that like any normal person would use, but do you really need to include Microsoft Solitaire collection every single time? I will be right back a sec. I will be right back. Yeah, they force you to log in. Now, you can bypass it, but it's really annoying. I already had my Windows account, my Microsoft account signed in for something else, so it wasn't as big of a problem, but I don't mind Solitaire, I just don't want it to be installed on my machine for no reason. Solitaire is fine, but I didn't ask for it. Okay, I will be right back a sec. Okay, I am back. Da, da, da. But yeah, this game, this run and stuff has been like a hard sell for me. Like, I've still got a lot to improve on, but considering where I started at, like, I've definitely improved a lot, like, relatively recently, and I'm starting to enjoy it a lot more than I did before. Obviously, I'm going for probably a better time than a lot of people would push themselves to, so it's gonna be a pain. It always is. Just reload the saves just to be sure. That was really terrible, but it's fine. Oh god. Yep. I knew that was. I like fell and didn't get any momentum whatsoever. Okay, it just didn't open the menu. Well, I am expecting it to be like, I'll PB by a couple of seconds and then another couple of seconds kind of deal. That's what I'm expecting to happen. I wish I knew why sometimes it just refuses to bind my player spell. Oh my god, dude, really? Okay. Unfortunate. But I think, when I get around to it, I think No Out of Bounds, like, in terms of, like, to watch, will probably be more interesting, because it's kind of like AMQ glitched a little bit. Although it does look a little bit more fun, to be honest. I think the glitches in the tech lend themselves more to that kind of category. I mean, you still have to deal with, like, RNG with, like, Joffrey and stuff, but it's not nearly as bad. There is also a category called No Dragonfire Skip, which is basically this, but without the thing at the end. I might do that at some point as well. That is on 1.0. And that's like a really cool category now, because they had like a new route like relatively recently. May have been like just early last year, that brought it down to like 6 minutes. In game time, of course. Basically, you do the early Mankar Cameron kill, because you can kill him early if you get into the shrine and you manipulate a couple of things. So it's kind of mad. It's like you go into the shrine, and then you do the quest to find the shrine, then you kill Mankar, and then you go back, and it's just really silly. But that looks fun as like a sort of any percent plus one without the gamble at the end. Yeah, my times at that clip have not been all that spectacular, but it's okay. Ah, really? Ah, that's such a choke. That is such a choke. You saw that though, that was a 59 there, that's pretty good. Oh, we did just fumble it, so that's fine. Oh man. That's annoying.
Non. Il peut nous...
59's pretty good there, but sadly we're not going to see the benefits of it.
Les signes.
Oh wow, game, you really are kicking my ass with the... It was like half my fault, but it was also the game being annoying. I just moved my mouse a little bit too fast. But... yeah. This clip is really being annoying today. I just don't want to do multiple attempts at that one, it's just like at that point it's just not worth it. But yeah, that probably means my thing is right, like if I get a 27 then I should be able to get like a 58 there. Which is pretty good. It'll happen eventually, I'm sure. It will happen eventually. At least the run is really short. You know, like, doesn't take that long to get back to where you were at. Ah, man, that sucks. So, in terms of runs, Desmond, who has like quite a few world records and I think second place in most other things, he has been doing 100% attempts on a new route. I think he's now going to be on attempt 4. He's got very close a lot of times to getting the run with like a massive time save off record. Just been like some like unfortunate things here or there. He's really good, and you know, I've been tuning in every time he's been doing it, and it's just like really unfortunate. Like he got all the way to the end of 100% yesterday, and everything was fine except he missed one quest where you have to talk to a beggar to get Finding the Thieves Guild, and it's just like, that is crazy. I would try and describe what 100% is, but it's actually kind of hard. It's basically everything that can be maxed, just non-infinite. Yeah, he was a big part of like why I wanted to try the game again, because I was watching him and I was like, okay, you know, maybe I should try OG again, and then this time around it seemed to click a little bit more. Like I said, there's definitely room for improvement, but that will just happen. You know. This clip really hates me today as well, I swear to God. Because I did try before with this game, but it just didn't like click at that point. But like, I've been putting the time in, and it's definitely paying off. I think I am, after I get my next goal, gonna work on this like little part in this cell a bit though, because I can definitely get that time down there. You know, the person I should ask is probably Oblivion, the French streamer guy. He's really nice, and he's been streaming like to keep. I mean, he does it like way more often than I do. Because I just like I know my streams are fine, like in terms of they're not like the worst viewing experience, but I'd like to know more intricate things, like especially around like bitrate and stuff. Oh my god, okay. I somehow fell out of range there. But yeah, I think maybe he does what I said, and maybe he streams his whole desktop. It's not the easiest thing to switch over without it like messing with stuff, but I could maybe try that the next time. Let me see actually, can I add a display capture? Let me just put you down here, right? How's that? In terms of the load thing you were talking about. Okay, well that's annoying. I think when I close the game, it might be doing something though. Like for some reason, this game doesn't go into full screen, and I think that might be causing some issues when when it closes. It's kind of the same as alt tabbing, but I don't want to put the game in windowed mode. That would be horrific. Yeah, if you stop in place, by the way, the menus open a little bit quicker. It's really bad. I mean, it's not borderless, so. Plus, I think the game runs weird. I am shocked that didn't give me the pop-up there. That must have been really close.
Les signes.
Fuck. Oh my god. Oh, that's so annoying. Damn it, man, that sucks. Could have been so much better there. It's like just one of the menus I keep fumbling or they go weird. Because I was going like insanely well there for a while. GG's. GG's. I am afraid that is not going to reach. It's unfortunate. Well, it was doomed anyway, but that was the second run that was a sub 1 minute at that door. And if I hadn't screwed up that menu, I think it would have been a 144, 143, something like that. The potential's there. Like, I wouldn't even say that's on like the best time I've ever got at that door either. So when you say like it has trouble like picking, do you mean like when the game launches it has like a little delay before it picks up? Is that what you mean? Because the way this game registers itself is really fucking weird, I'm not gonna lie. It's really odd. So when I close the game, yeah, that's probably it's struggling to like detect. It's probably struggling to detect something. It might just be because it's an older game. Like I'm not sure, but I don't mind showing my I don't have anything on my desktop, so. As long as showing my whole like desktop doesn't cause any other weird problems, I'm happy to do it like this. Okay, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, definitely like struggling to detect the game, I think. Ugh. Irritating. Alright, I'm just gonna restart for that. You know, we've had a few, you know, promising attempts, despite some like tragic ends to them. We've had like a couple of what would be a really big improvement if they got somewhere. Really? I don't know what the hell is going on with my cursor sometimes in this goddamn game. It's like very variable sometimes. Makes it like a little bit annoying. I just want to put my mouse to where the fucking time thing is. That's all I want to do again. Oh wow, I'm not getting through this first clip now for some reason. Oh my god, man, really? You serious? I'm just gonna keep getting worse here for some reason. Okay. Damn. Sometimes how the run goes, though. You know, like this, and then like all of a sudden you will just have like a really crazy run where you're exiting way ahead. It's usually how it goes. Okay. Just once, if the game would stop like fucking with my inputs midway, be nice. And normally I would not be taking this slow of a time here, but we're just gonna do it. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I think I will make the next one that leaves past the perma-key door in my last one. But it's not been too bad. I mean, like I said, this first part hasn't been going as good as usual, but you know, everything else has been like okay. Oh my god, man, really? I'm just really getting like unlucky with like the cursor playing up a little bit. No, that's annoying. Whatever. If this gets past the door, we'll just make this the last one for, I think. Okay. I probably will just go until I get another run past the goblin door. I'll make that my last one. Just because, you know, I feel okay, but it's very difficult with this one sometimes. Like it does get hard after a while. But it's definitely easier, you know. I wasn't going to stream it originally, but it's helping me get the attempts in. Ah, that sucks, man. I don't understand this one. I feel like I do the same angle most of the time, and sometimes I just don't get through. That wasn't too bad. Alright, I think this will be it. That wasn't the best, but, you know, that's what it is. I had like such bad luck with getting that first load work. We've had that a couple of times though. Oh fuck. That was my fault. I kind of moved my finger in the wrong way. I moved my finger the wrong way and it stopped the scroll wheel. Oh my god, dude. Why? Why? The fact that that's only a 103 there is crazy. I felt like I lost so much time there. Okay, game. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yep, just... I mean, as soon as I say that, just put the knife in. I guess we'll just take this to finish then, since it's the last one, even though it's really bad now. Oh my god. Alright, it's fine. They can't all be winners, you know? Can't all be winners. We wouldn't do this if every single time it was just a PB immediately.
Les signes.
Wow, this is really bad. I could have sworn I got the timing right on those a couple of times. It just like refused to give me it. Oh my god, dude, okay. We're just gonna bend it there, I think. If you try to put on the amulet, it says that it slips off your neck. Like, no matter what you do, it slips off your neck. Because only the person with the dragon blood can wear it. It's a pretty neat touch, you know. Yeah, how long was that streaming for? 2 hours? It didn't feel like 2 hours. It's a bit longer than normal. I mean, I'm usually like an hour and 30 or something. Like, at least on like any percent style stuff. Oh, before I go though, I wanted to explain this. This copy thing. So, this is my my old account. That's why it's got a stupid name. Because I don't use it anymore. And this is this account, and then this is my my alt account that I use if I'm caring about achievements and stuff. This account has just Game of the Year edition. These two have deluxe. Deluxe edition doesn't let you change the language. So in order for me to get 1.2 French, I had to change it to this copy, which I didn't know I had, to be fair. But I'm glad I do, because otherwise I would be like, this copy, this version, lets you go in here and change the language. But the deluxe edition is similar to remastered, where because some of the DLC doesn't have full translation, they just didn't give you the ability to change language. I don't know, like Bethesda thinks, but yeah. I mean, overall, that wasn't like terrible. I mean, there was 2 runs that were pretty good. One of them was fine execution-wise, we just didn't get lucky. Then we had a run where the luck was pretty okay, but I just kind of messed up. So, you know, all in all, like, we got a few runs past the door. That's always like the barometer. It's definitely doable. Just needs the right combination. I don't exactly know what time I would need or anything. It's kind of silly to even think about that because you never know. But I do know that I could do sub 230. I absolutely can. It will just be quite difficult. But not today. I don't know how often I'm going to stream or whatever. It'll just be like probably when I feel like it, but I did just feel like not doing it alone today, so yeah. Thank you for stopping by, Joe. I'll probably still message you. Thanks to everyone else, as always. I probably will stream again at some point, I just don't know when. Probably not tomorrow. Maybe Thursday or Friday. I probably will do some offline attempts in between, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me just get the title ready for next time. I think I want to put PB 236 goal, and then you know what? For now, we'll make the goal 231 because I feel like that's more likely. It is more likely that that is what I will get on a good run than the actual sub 230. Right, let's go with that. Yes. Well, what is the streamer like? You gotta remember that I'm not a streamer, so I don't know what the streamer thing is. Like, I'm not a streamer in that sense anyway. Like, I literally stream, like, only for attempts usually. I don't turn on stream for the hell of it. Oh, I would have to open Firefox for that, and that's like so much effort. but yeah. Infinite window. I just realized my password manager was there, but I mean, you wouldn't have been able to. You wouldn't have been able to see anything. The passwords don't just show. Although oddly, I don't actually remember opening that. It probably got opened when I was clicking things in game because this game clicks stuff out of. But yeah. But yes, I will head now. Like I said, probably stream like Thursday, Friday or something again. And I appreciate the moral support as always. Definitely makes it easier. Okay, goodbye for now.